if I tell you? What if I tell you, say, me where you see, I don't so see, we're just a germinate. So be. What if I tell you? What if I tell you, say, me where you see, I don't so see, we're just a germinate. So be hopeful, cause waiting and not be say. The baba where we they serve, no they use us play. Ego enter, that thing where you define. Ego enter, it might take a little time, but ego enter. When the stars align, ego enter, and everything will be just fine. Cause when Oluwa say yeah, 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 nobody can say no. Baba, hello. Cause when Oluwa say yeah, 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 nobody can say no. Baba, hello. Cause you get the final say. No matter what them say, no matter what them do, yes, you get the final say. No matter what them say, no matter what them do, delay is not denial. Keep waiting patiently. You can triumph through your trials if you just believe. So don't give up the fight, cause Papa God know they sleep. One day you will surely celebrate. Yes, He will supply your need. Have a little faith and see that He go enter. That thing where you define, He go enter. It might take a little time. He go enter. When the stars align, He go enter. And everything will be just fine. Cause when Oluwa say yeah, 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 nobody can say no. Baba, hello. Cause when Oluwa say yeah, 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 nobody can say no. Baba, hello. Cause you get the final say. No matter what them say, no matter what them do, yes, you get the final say. No matter what them say, no matter what them do.
Oh, you get the final say, you get the final say. Oh, no matter what them say, no matter what them say. Oh, you get the final say, you get the final say. Oh, no matter what them say, no matter
Cause you
what
get
them
the
say.
final say. No matter what them say, no matter what them do, yes, you get the final say. No matter what them say, no matter what them do.
Online 24/7. Tag Community Voice Radio. The radio station for Thurrock's BAME community. Subscribe, listen live, and download our app from the Apple and Google App Stores.
Yes, yo. A wonderful morning to all our dedicated listeners and viewers. And welcome to your darling weekend news review show, your number one hub for local, national, and international news on Tag Radio, with yours truly, Kazeem Balogun, and we are broadcasting live and direct from Tag Radio Essex, all right? You can be sure we've got you covered this week, all right? Just before we dive into the days, we've got an exciting lineup of news. But just before we do a deep dive into the significant stories this week, for those who have been tuning in actively to this show, you know what I'm about to do. But for the benefit of those who might be their first time listening or tuning in to your darling weekend news review show, your number one hub for local, national, and international news on Tag Radio, I need you to get your phones out. I mean, those who have been actively tuning in should know this by now. I need you to get your phones out and do me a quick favor. All right, do me a quick favor. Look right behind me. Those who are viewing live, just look right behind me and make sure you give us a quick, you connect with us on our social media. All right, on Facebook, on Twitter now called X, on Spotify, on Instagram, and on YouTube is at Tag Radio 1. One more time, that's on Facebook, on Twitter now called X, on Spotify, on Instagram, and on YouTube, that's at Tag Radio 1. All right. In addition to that, on our YouTube channel, make sure you click. It's just a click of a button. Click the subscription button, so that way you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also make sure to click that notification button, so that way you are automatically notified whenever we release new content on your darling weekend news review show or any of our shows here at Tag Radio. In addition to that, if you have not already done so, you can also download our online radio app. So if you're using the Android product, you can go to your Google Play or your Play Store. And if you are using the Apple product, I know I've got many Apple fans out there. I don't know what's going on with people. Many people prefer to use the Apple than Android, but whatever floats your boat is absolutely fine. But if you are using the Apple product, you can go to the App Store and download Tag Radio. Right, it's right there. You literally look at that, you can't miss it. All right, so make sure you download our online radio app, and that way you can benefit from engaging, exciting, motivating, educational content. And be sure to share. Sharing is caring, you know. So don't just keep that information to yourself. Make sure you share. All right. Once more, you are tuned in to the Weekend News Review Show, your number one hub for local, national, and international news on Tag Radio. Without further ado, here are the headlines for this Saturday, the 29th of February 2025. On the local scene, all right, so Essex launches green energy project. Essex councils have basically announced a groundbreaking green energy initiative aimed at reducing carbon emissions and lowering household energy bills. Great news. Those bills needs to go down, literally. So basically, this project will focus on installing solar panels on public buildings. Yay! So it's no longer those rich people putting solar panels on their buildings, but apparently, like those in those who are in council housing or housing association are going to be getting solar panels installed on their buildings too. And it's a great energy efficient way to do things, because trust me, with this whole thing about cost of living crisis, no one is smiling. People want to keep a bit of money in their pocket. So it's about time to reduce those energy bills. All right. So this will also expand electric vehicle charging points. I mean, I did say this in previous shows. With the whole thing about Tesla, we are moving gradually into non-petrol or diesel cars. It's gonna be electric cars, whether you like it or not. I'm telling you now, 5-10 years down the line, you would see a lot more less fuel or petrol, diesel, whatever cars. It's all gonna be electric cars. I'm telling you, it's also going to get to a point where you're gonna get driverless cars. Just get in the car, and the thing just drive you. But this is where, unfortunately, technology is moving towards. This is where we are leaning towards, right? So apparently there is going to be expansion of electric vehicle charging points and supporting local renewable energy startups as well. So there's going to be support for that as well. So residents are invited to upcoming workshops to learn more about how they can benefit from this particular scheme. So whatever borough you're in, you may want to get in contact with your council, all right, to get more information about this. I'm pretty sure a dedicated council worker will be able to give you more info about this, all right? But hey, that's what we got for you on the local scene. Moving on quickly to the national scene. So brace yourself, guys. UK unemployment rate sees slight increase. So apparently, there's been some sort of slight increase in the UK's unemployment rate. So the UK's unemployment rate rose to 4.2% in January 2025, with job losses mainly affecting the retail and hospital sectors. My heart goes to anyone who have maybe recently lost their job as a result of this. My heart absolutely goes out to you, but there's a lot of support out there. Make sure you get in contact with your council. There's a lot of support for those who have maybe recently lost their jobs or due to one thing or the other, but do make sure you get in contact with the council. There's a lot of support out there that you can actually lean into. All right. So the government has promised new support packages, including training programs and grants for small businesses. So if you want to maybe if you want to pivot down the route of self-employed, you want to set up your own business and what have you, there is also grants and support available for you as well. Because what the government are trying to do is to support those who have been impacted back to work. All right. So do make sure you get in contact with your respective local authorities to get that support. All right. Still on the national scene, train fares. so those of us who are taking train fares rise despite public backlash. So train fares across the UK increased by an average of 4.9% this week. I mean, talk about trying to save money with the whole cost of living crisis, and there they go, increasing the fares of trains. Like, come on now. So this basically sparked frustration among people who are used to commuting. So transport authorities have decided to defend the rise. I mean, they always do this. They will increase the fares and they will basically defend it. So they basically cited the need for rail infrastructure upgrades. However, passenger advocacy groups are calling for more transparency and fair pricing. Literally, it's not just of the train fares that have actually increased. The bus fares in Essex have also increased as well. So last year, I used to take a particular bus. I'm not going to mention the name of the bus. I used to take before I got my car back from my mechanic. Last year, it was only £2 for a single journey. Literally, it was only £2 for a single journey, and now they've increased it to £3. Come on now, and that's a single journey. So by the time you're doing a return journey, you're paying about £6. So how in the hell are you saving? Like, with the whole cost of living, and these are the things that actually affect people's mental health. Like, finance is one of it. Not being able to, not having that disposable income, and even if you do have that disposable income, I mean, it's not funny, by the way. I'm not trying to make light of the situation. Even if you do have that disposable income, they go ahead and increase things. I mean, have you seen the price of food in the market these days? Like, there is a particular beverage I used to buy for a particular price. Now I'm like, it's double. I'm like, what's going on? Like, how are we supposed to, like, save? And, like, these are the things that literally affect people's mental health and, like, So I strongly, if you are affected, thankful, there are so many food banks out there. I mean, shout out to all those wonderful people who has come up with who are donating to food banks so that they can feed the entire borough. So if you are affected by the cost of living crisis, or you feel like you just can't get ahead, please do make sure you contact your respective local authority for assistance. Okay, I do know that local authority have some sort of support package in place for those who are facing cost of living crisis in light of the recent increase of certain things. All right, so please do take heart. Right, moving on quickly to the international scene. Remember, you are tuned in to the Weekend News Review Show, your number one hub for local, national, and international news on Tag Radio with yours truly, Kazeem Balogun, broadcasting live and direct from Tag Radio Essex. We are now moving quickly to the news at the international scene. So, the United States of America has released the 2025 visa waiver program. All right. I'll take that one more time. The United States of America, they have released the 2025 visa waiver program list. So the United States has released list of countries eligible for the 2025 visa waiver program. So if you hear me saying VWP, I'm basically referring to visa waiver program. Okay, so unfortunately, the United Kingdom is excluded from the program. However, okay, I can see people's temperature just rising up. Chill, okay. However, the United Kingdom, remains eligible under specific conditions. Okay, so notably, the United Kingdom is excluded from that particular program, but it remains eligible under specific conditions. The disappointing thing about this whole thing that I consider extremely disappointing is no African countries is on that list. As it is, this is. Let me be careful how I say it, because I feel like this is the time African presidents or the political diaspora, the African political diaspora need to rally together to actually challenge this. I mean, it's to me, it's very disappointing. Very disappointing, or it could be considered slightly disrespectful. Like, no African countries is actually on that list, and I'm not sure how African leaders feel about this. I'm not sure, whether there's a debate going on or whether there's a challenge actually going on. But according to this list, no African countries, including Nigeria, Ghana, or South Africa, were added to that list. I mean, look at that. However, Romania has been newly included this year. So Romania wasn't on the list before, but for some reason they've been included this year. So the United States Bureau of Consular Affairs emphasized that countries on the VWP must meet strict security standards and maintain strong diplomatic ties with the United States. But I'm quite disheartened that no African countries is on that list. And I mean, I strongly feel that African leaders should rise up and challenge this. Okay. In continuation of that, the visa waiver program allows citizens of participating countries to visit the United States for tourism or business for up to 90 days without a visa. For the full list of eligible countries, please do visit the U.S. Bureau of Consular Affairs website, and you'll be able to ascertain further information in regards to the full list of eligible countries. Moving on quickly to the entertainment scene. All right, so the Brits Awards just recently took place. I mean, unfortunately, I wasn't there this time. The last time I attended the Brits Awards was years ago at the O2 Arena. This was when Ant and Dec were hosting, and I got to, I happened to see Ed Sheeran, one of my favorite, pop stars, Ed Sheeran. I saw him perform live. He beat that guitar like nobody's business. And then I also saw Sam Smith. Then I saw Kanye West before he got cancelled. Who else did I see actually? I saw Paloma Faith and Madonna. But unfortunately, I was not able to attend the recent Brits Awards. Otherwise, y'all know me. I would have been literally documenting stuff on my phone, selfies everywhere. But this time around, I was not able to, unfortunately, attend the Brits Award. But that's not to say I can't tell you what actually happened. All right, so the Brits Awards 2025, Ray and Dave win big. So the 2025 Brits Awards lit up London this week. So with Ray taking on Best Female Artist and Dave winning Best Male Artist. So the night featured electrifying performances from your boy Stormzy, Duper, Lipa, and Sam Smith. Wow. The last time I saw, when was this? Like, this was years ago, though. Probably in in 20. When was it? Like, was it 2023 or 2022? That was the last time I attended a Brits Awards. That was the last time, but. Like, I'm so surprised to see Sam Smith, performing again, because I haven't heard any new songs from him in a while. So I'm so surprised because he's got a big voice. I'm a fan of Sam Smith because I love his wonderful voice. He's got different vocal ability, different vocal ranges in that body of his. So it's quite amazing to see him perform again at the recently concluded Brits Awards. So a big shout out to all the performers, Stormzy, Duper Lipa, and Sam Smith. So the event celebrated not only chart-topping hits, of course, but also emerging talent, right? So with the Rising Star Award going to newcomer, Lola Young. Watch out for Lola Young. She's something else. Like, literally, go to your YouTube, type in Lola Young, and thank me later. Okay. Still on the entertainment scene. Now, brace yourself for this one. Literally, if you haven't seen Beyonce's performance, the recently concluded the Super Bowl performance. I mean, just before Kendrick. All right. The Beyonce's one, literally. Besides Michael Jackson, Super Bowl, I think this is it, y'all. This is literally it. Beyonce's Super Bowl performance was literally something else. Now, what she's decided to do is now Beyonce is announcing European tour dates. Yes, you heard it here. Beyonce announces European tour dates. So, global superstar, music legend, fashion icon, a force to reckon with in the industry, Beyonce has thrilled fans by announcing her upcoming European tour set to kick off in May 2025. No, you can be rest assured I'll be at that one. All right, like it's May, right? So I've got a lot of planning to do. You can be rest assured that definitely I'm gonna be at one of those performances. So this is going to kick off in May. So to all the beehives, all the dedicated Beyonce fans, so Beyonce has announced, our upcoming European tour set to kick off in May 2025. So diarize that date accordingly. The tour will include stops in London, Paris, and Berlin, with tickets expected to sell out within hours. So if you haven't got your ticket by now, I'm not sure you know what you're doing, because Beyonce's tickets, they literally go just like that. So do make sure wherever you're going to be, whether it's in Paris, it's in Berlin, it's all in London, make sure you get your tickets. Okay, fans are strongly advised to register for pre-sale access. All right, it's gonna be a wonderful. I can't wait. It's gonna be this tour. It's gonna be the last time I saw Beyonce. This was years ago, by the way, when she was in Destiny's Child. Jams in the Park in Finsbury Park. This was years ago. Like, look at me showing my age. This was years ago. Like, I was opportuned to see. I'm not going to get into the story how that actually happened. Like, this was so. I'm talking about probably 10 years ago. Like, yeah, it's 10 odd years ago. Like, if my memory serves me right, she was still in Destiny's Child. And they came to in Finsbury Park, Jams in the Park. That was what the festival was called, and Destiny's Child was like the headline artist. and I was there. I literally was there. Like, I went crazy this was the days of no, jumping, independent women. I lost my voice. I was crazy. I went crazy, every single word. But hey, like, that's how dedicated I am to Destiny's Child and the music. Hey, so I'm so excited. Like, I've seen a solo artist. Yes, I've seen her perform solo. This was in Wembley when she released her first debut album, Dangerously in Love. I was able to catch her perform at Wembley Arena. Oh, it was packed out. I was at the back. Like, I was just making do. When you are at the concert, they've got all these screens. So if you can't see what's happening on stage, you could literally like look for the actual screen. Because I was way at the back, way at the back. It was crowded, yo. Like, I was trying to fight my way to the front, but hey, it was literally crowded. So I had to like make do of the actual screens, like what was happening on stage on the screen. So that was my first experience of seeing Beyonce as a solo artist, like by herself. Something else. So I mean, that is overdue. I'm well overdue for another Beyonce concert. So definitely keep your eyes out. May 2025. That's going to be Beyonce's European tour. So it's going to be in London, in Paris, and Berlin. All right. So make sure you get your tickets. Tickets are expected. The tour kicks off in May 2025. So fans dedicated, all the dedicated beehives, y'all are advised to register for pre-sale access. Okay, remember, you are tuned in to the Weekend News Review Show, your number one hub for local, national, and international news on Tag Radio, which was truly Kazeem Balogun. We are broadcasting live and direct from Tag Radio SX. Don't forget to connect with us on social media. Make sure you get your phones out. Make sure you do that. It's literally, we've made the process a lot more easier for you actually. So on Facebook, on Twitter now called X, on Spotify, on Instagram, and on YouTube, it's at Tag Radio 1. You can't miss it, at Tag Radio 1. So please do it now, all right? On our YouTube channel, make sure you click the subscription button, so you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also click the notification button as well, so that way you are automatically notified whenever we release new content of your darling Weekend News Review Show, your number one hub for local, national, and international news on Tag Radio, which was truly Kazeem Balogun. Moving on quickly to the sports scene. So I know many of our dedicated sports fans have been waiting for this particular segment of the show. Without further ado, this is we are now progressing on to the update on the sports scene. So the Premier League title race heats up. The Premier League title race remains tight as Manchester City and Arsenal both secured crucial wins this week. With only 10 matches left, 10 matches left in the season, the gap between the top two teams, right, is just 3 points. Literally, football fans are bracing for an exciting finish as the battle for the trophy intensifies. All right, moving on quickly. So to the weekend travel tips. So here is your weekend travel tips. Do make sure you take note. Rail passengers expect delays on the Great Eastern Main Line due to scheduled engineering works between London, Liverpool Street, and Colchester. All right, I'll take that one more time. Rail passengers, if you are taking the train, expect delays on the Great Eastern Main Line due to scheduled engineering works between London, Liverpool Street, and Colchester. In addition to that, make sure you buy your tickets before you board the train. I understand fares may have gone up, but that is no excuse not to buy your tickets before you board the train. What you don't want is to get fined, all right? And trust me, they'll fine you, all right? So make sure you buy your tickets before you board the train. Drivers, if you're driving, Do expect heavy traffic on the M25 this weekend due to ongoing roadworks. All right, so do expect traffic on the M25 this weekend. This is due to the ongoing roadworks. And finally, if you're traveling out of the country, Heathrow and Stansted airports are warning of potential delays, so travelers should allow extra time for security checks. All right, and here is the weather forecast for Essex this weekend. So today is going to be you can already tell it's going to be partly cloudy with scattered showers, highs of about 8 degrees centigrade and lows of about 3 degrees centigrade. I'll take that one more time. So today being Saturday, it's going to be partly cloudy with scattered showers, highs of 8 degrees centigrade and lows of about 3 degrees centigrade. And for Sunday, which is tomorrow, sunny intervals. Yay, there's going to be a bit of sunny spells with a chance of light rain. All right, so temperatures reaching 10 degrees centigrade. All right, and that's it, folks. It's a wrap for this week's weekend news review show on Tag Radio. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to stay connected with us on our social media platforms. I can scream it enough: on Facebook, on Twitter, now called X, on Spotify, on Instagram, on YouTube at Tag Radio 1. Thank you so much for tuning in to your darling weekend news review show, your number one hub for local, national, and international news on Tag Radio, with yours truly, Kazeem Balogun. We have been broadcasting live and direct from Tag Radio Essex. A massive shout out to my team at Tag Radio. A lovely job, guys. Wonderful. Well done for your dedication and your hard work, and of course a massive shout out to you, our dedicated viewers and listeners who tune in week out on your darling weekend news review show, your number one hub for local, national, and international news on Tag Radio. Again, one more time for me, okay? Don't forget to connect with us on our social media, all right? On Facebook, on Twitter, on Twitter now called X, on Spotify, on Instagram, and on YouTube is at Tag Radio 1. On our YouTube channel, don't forget to click, you want to click that subscription button so you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also make sure you click that notification button so that way you are automatically notified whenever we release new content. Okay, and be sure to also download our online radio app if you haven't done so already. If you are using the Android product, you can just go to your Google Play or your Play Store, and if you're using the Apple product, just go to your App Store and just type in Tag Radio. You can't miss it. You can't miss it. All right, and just make sure you download our online radio app, and that way you will benefit from engaging, catchy, motivating, educating, entertaining, and the list goes on content. And don't forget to share. This is me signing out. Thank you once more for tuning in to your darling weekend news review show, your number one hub for local, national, and international news on Tag Radio. Until next time, where we'll be bringing a brand new episode your way. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay informed, and I'll see you on the next episode. It's goodbye for now.
Now I'm a champion. Ooh yeah, I'm a champion. With your hands up in the air, with your hands up in the air, with your hands up in the air for the champion. I'm born to win with a tough skin. I can't give up and I can't quit. Them push me down, but I'm standing. Yes, I'm standing now. I'm flying. See, haters can't just stop me. I move with the speed of light. And give me a banky. You can't even deny. celebrate, God don't plan my fate, yeah. And it don't matter if all they do is leave, yeah. Cause I'm going higher, all I do is win, yeah. I'm a champion, yeah. I'm a champion. Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air. I'm a champion. As you see me so, everybody don't bless me, oh. Them be them not brave, believe it, all of it. I am a champion. I'm too blessed to be cursed. I'm too strong to be crushed. See, all we do is win. No matter what comes, we still the win. Believe it or not, we still the lead big. Making this and we won't stop. Put your hands up in the air for the champion. Everybody, hands up there, yeah. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air for the champion. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air for the champion.
Online 24/7. Tag Community Voice Radio. The radio station for Thurrock's BAME community. Subscribe, listen live, and download our app from the Apple and